Yay, I'm live. Okay, guys, today I'm gonna be sharing with you how to be able to make your first thousand or so with digital products, specifically done for you digital products. And I'll tell you especially why I am highlighting this. If you are someone who wants to get up and running, launching a business as quickly as possible, and maybe you don't have expertise, knowledge, skill, or maybe you're just not sure where you want to start, this live I'm going to break down for you the fastest way to be up and running and making your first thousand within like the next, I would say, like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. This is something people don't share with you. Now, if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Oninye. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of three with another one on the way. And I have been online for going on almost 6 years. October will make it officially 6 years. And I help people, especially moms and dads, parents, because that's where my heart is, to be able to create income online from their phone, from their home, so they can be home with their kids and make life-changing income, right? Create generational wealth. The online space has opened up so many opportunities for so many people. You just need to know what to look for. That's what it comes down to. You just need to know what to look for in order for it to really, for you to really get the most out of it. Okay. So that being said, let's jump straight in. I'm on not Facebook. I'm on TikTok here, and right here I'm on YouTube. So if you'll see me looking back and forth, it's because I'm on two different devices right now, going live. Okay. So the first way, let's first talk about why digital products. That's the most important part. Well, digital products, because there's no inventory, there's no shipping and handling. It's all digital. Someone purchases it from you, and from there, the next thing they do is they buy it. And once they buy it, it comes to them as either PDF or stream. You don't need to physically ship it anywhere. You don't have to pay for shipping and handling. You don't have to, it's not something you have to physically give to somebody. They will be able to get whatever it is you're giving them through the internet, through online, right? They get it on their phone or their computer. Think about when you download apps. When you download an app, someone purchases the app and it goes to your computer straight away. So that's why we want to do digital products, and because it's the quickest way. You can sell it to anyone everywhere. There is no limitations. You're not, limited to location. It can go anywhere in the world, right? As long as someone has a phone, Wi-Fi connection, they can be able to receive whatever it is that they've purchased from you. So I'm going to go quickly into how to get your first digital product up and launched and ready to go. And then I'm going to explain to you why I promote the digital product that I currently promote, because it also is a done for you digital product with master resale rights. I'll explain a little bit more what that is. And it has the ability to help you create either 100, 300, 600, or even $900 a day just from promoting this digital product, okay, that I didn't even have to create. But let's help you first get your first digital product up and going, and exactly how simple this can be, okay? So the first thing you want to do is, if you want to get started on a digital product that you know will sell, which is where people get stuck, right? If you don't have an idea of where you want to start, what I would say is go to Etsy. Okay, Etsy. On Etsy, you can actually find digital products, guides, ebooks, planners, etc., that have PLR rights. PLR stands for private label rights. Okay, these are products that are already created by somebody else that you can take as your own. You can, tweak it as your own, and then you can resell it as your own. Like, you can change the price, you can change the material within it, and then resell it as your own. Okay. So that's like a no-brainer. You don't have to take all the time that you need in creating your own product by having to do the research, because you got to do market research. If you're creating something from scratch, you have to make sure it's something people want, people are, excited about, something people are actually willing to look for, something people are looking for, something people will buy. It's not enough to just create something. As someone who's been online for many years and has created various things, from courses to guides to ebooks to coaching programs to group programs, I've done it all. And the things that sell, sometimes you think it'll sell and then it doesn't sell. And so I always think it's important to do your research. But if you want to start from scratch, you want to get up and going, and you want to make money quick, you want to go and find let me open this for you guys to see brighter. Something with PLR rights, okay? It means it is uh, private label rights. All right. So you go to Etsy and you put in whatever your um, topic is, whatever it is that you're interested in. So let's maybe block it a little. So I'm gonna put it here. Whatever you're interested in. So I'm in Etsy right here, okay? And I put in, because I'm pregnant, so let's use that as an example. I put in pregnancy guides PLR. As you can see, that's what I have up here is pregnancy guide PLR. And these are all the different PLRs, meaning these are all the different guides. You can see it here, sorry. These are all the different guides that are on Etsy that you can purchase right here. This one is $5. This one is $2. This one is $1. And you can see that there are things that people want because this one has over 385 sales. So someone's already bought this. So we know that this is something people are looking for. Okay. We know someone's bought this. This one, this guide, we know it has 690 sales. So what I do is I just look and see how much ratings does it have, what's the rating for it, and then how many purchases have been made on it. Well, I'm going to look at the ones that have the most purchases, and I'm going to purchase those, right? $5 is nothing. $1.29 here. Look at what's in the bundle. So let's click on this one, the pregnancy guide. Let's see what's in there. And it comes with the guide itself. Comes with, it's a pregnancy guide. It's 57 pages. It's editable. It's editable, meaning once we go into Canva, we can change. Okay, you guys can see that? We can change it so that we can make it ours so that we can resell it. Okay, you go there. I go inside, I see what's in it. I see it has a guide. It's telling them how to prepare for childbirth, postpartum care, common concerns and questions that people may have. It talks about nutrition, health, all these things. So I'm going to go through it, make sure it has the information I want to share with people. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase it. It's $5. Okay. Make sure I get that. What I'm going to do is once you purchase it, what you're going to do is go to Canva. Everyone, does anyone know what Canva is? Canva is free, by the way. You're going to purchase it. Then you're going to download it in Canva. And then you're going to edit it because it's editable. If I'm saying all right, you can edit it. So what you want to do is once you purchase it, you're going to go to Canva, download it, and you're going to edit it in Canva. Okay. Once you download and edit it in Canva, you can now make it your own. You can brand it as your own piece of content, as your own guide. Okay, you go to Canva. So we've bought this from Etsy. It has PLR rights, so now we own it. Once we own it, we can edit it, brand it, and resell it. So that's the next step. And again, you can do this for anything. So I had pregnancy because that's what I mentioned. You can do, look, I did another search for keto PLR. These are all PLR products that are being sold on Etsy. All PLR products that are being sold on Etsy, and someone's making income off of it. This one had over 1,000 sales, okay, on this keto cooking recipe book, 700 plus keto recipe videos, quality keto ebook, etc. This one had a keto recipe, over 783 people bought it. This one, again, another 1,000 for this keto video course. Keto recipe for weight loss. Okay, guys, seriously, these are all PLR products, meaning these are all things that someone else has created and is selling to you for $6, $4. This one is 95 cents. You can purchase a couple of them, put them together nicely, look them over, download them into Canva. We'll go to Canva again. Repeat, this is Canva, canva.com. Go to Canva, upload them because they're already done for you. All you have to do is change the color, change the font. If there's some things you want to add. If there's things you want to take away from it, take away from it. Make it your own. Edit it so it matches your brand, matches what you want to do. Once you are done, you're going to go and you're going to download that PDF again, that editable guide. You're going to download it as a PDF. And then the next thing you're going to do is we have to upload it somewhere that we can be able to make money from, right? So we want to go to, it can be StanStore. StanStore is the simplest and easiest for a lot of people. StanStore, go to stanstore.com. You're going to go to StanStore. Then you're going to upload that PDF. And you're going to create what we call, it's a funnel. It's a one-page funnel. It's a website. It's a very simple, clean website you can do in StanStore that you can create so that you can be able to, for people to purchase, right? Because people have to have a place to purchase. If you don't want to go to StanStore, you're like, oh my goodness, this is a lot of work, or I don't want to pay the $29 a month, because it is $20 a month. You can go to system.io, okay? I recommend system.io because that's what I use. It gives you the ability to create your own domain. so that you can call it whatever you want to call it. And it's super simple to create Stand Store. It's free, by the way. The funnel, the first one, Stand Store, it is completely free. Okay, the first, this is completely free. Oh my goodness, these people. Sorry. It is completely free. So you can go to Standstore. You can create a website. Not that, sorry, system.io. I'm going to link it in the description if you're watching from YouTube. If you're on TikTok, just go to my bio, click on my YouTube. You'll see this video. Okay. You're going to go to either Standstore or system.io. You're going to upload it. If you are not sure, like, what should I put on it, like in terms of the content, the copy to put on your website or on the Standstore for it, I'm gonna give you a cheat sheet, y'all. Go to wherever you bought it. So let's see. Let's say, for example, we're using the pregnancy guide, right? We want to the pregnancy guide. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see what did the person say, right? So every item, delivery items, highlights. Let's see. Everyone, there's always a description about what it is, right? So let me just see if I can find that right here. Add to cart, add to cart, delivery. Instant download. Usually people have like item details where, okay, there you go. Learn more about this. There you go. Okay. So if you hit highlights. So we went back to the guide that I'm gonna buy and resell, right? The guide, I'm gonna just go down to highlights. I'm gonna click highlights. And she already has a description of it. You can also ask ChatGPT to do this for you too, but she has a description of it. All I'm gonna do is just restructure that description that she has and put it up on either computer, sorry, and put that up either on Standstore or system.io, whichever platform you choose to use. Just take that description. She's already written out all the description about the pregnancy guide, right? She tells about what's in it for new moms, expecting moms, understanding pregnancy, prenatal care, nutrition, exercise, emotional well-being, postpartum care, all of it, right? She already has it. I'm just gonna take this, mix it up a little bit, make it a little better, and then I'm going to put that up on my Stand Store. I'm going to put that up on my system.io, whichever one you want to use, because I need a link. Because that link is what I'm going to now send people to in order for them to make a purchase and for me to make a sale. Does that make sense? Are we on the same page? If you're hearing me, if this makes sense, just drop "makes sense." Drop "makes sense" in the comments, okay? Drop "makes sense" in the comments, okay? All right. So now that we have our content in terms of our copy that we're going to put on, now that we know exactly what we're going to put on the sales page, right? So that's done. That's completed. We know we're going to put on the sales page. We've already decided whether we're going to use Standstore or we're going to use System. Once we have done that, we're going to take the link either from Standstore or System, and we're going to then create a brand new social media page. Why? Because whatever topic it is we're talking about, we want to attract, meaning we want to create content that's going to speak to the type of person who would want this thing, right? So in this case, let's say, for example, we're saying a pregnancy guide. Well, you have to create content that makes sense for someone who's pregnant. If they're not pregnant, then it makes no sense for you to have a page that's speaking to that. If, let's say, for example, you decided to do the keto right? There's the keto guide that we saw with PLR. If I decide to go that route, I got to create content that's going to speak to people who are interested in keto, who want to lose weight using keto, or who want to use the keto lifestyle. If you're interested in travel, right, and you got a travel PLR guide, you're going to talk about travel. If you're interested in gardening. If you're interested in cooking. You understand what I'm saying? Is whatever it is that you're interested in, whatever your guide is, your PDF is, you want to make sure that you have created content or creating content that speaks to that type of person, because that's the type of person who's going to purchase. If you're not speaking to that person, you're not going to make any money, right? We buy to solve a problem. Okay, got it. All right. So once we've done this, once we decided we've already bought our PLR product, we've already rebranded our PLR product, we've already decided on Stand Store System. Before we do that, we have to price it. So we had different prices. I always say here is the golden rule when it comes to pricing. Always end it with a 7. It's like a psychological thing. People like 7 for some reason. So always end it with a 7. And I always say start either at like 27, 37, or 47. Those are the nice numbers in order to create your product, especially if you're talking about like a PDF, right? Anywhere from 27, 37, 47, even 57, depending on obviously the content that is within it. You want to make it something that is a valuable pack, right? You don't want to just create nonsense. You want something that's value packed, that's going to help somebody solve a problem. And you want to just, monitor that and make sure that the price is in alignment with what's out there as well. It can give someone value. Okay. If you're not sure what the price can be, you can go to ChatGPT and say, "Hey, this is my product. Can you give me some ideas as to what would be a good price for this?" Okay, but I would say for this pregnancy guide that we'll use as an example in this situation, looking at it and seeing what it is, I'd say maybe 27, $37. Because I would take it and I would definitely refine it a little bit more and add a little bit more stuff to it just to make it, really helpful. I know the things that I was looking for. I'd add some maybe planners and guides and trackers and things like that, because that's the type of person I am, and that's what I would be looking for. So I would enhance this for sure, beyond what it has if I was going to sell this, because I would know, especially as someone who is pregnant right now, what are the things I'm looking for? What are the things that are going to help me on this journey? Okay. So once we've got that, now we've got to go create our new social media platform, right? Whatever, it can be on any platform, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. It really doesn't matter. It's just up to you what makes the most sense, and what makes the most sense to you. Okay. Once you've decided on the platform, now the last piece of it is honestly, y'all, creating content. Okay. And this is where so many people get tripped up, because they'll create the digital product, or they'll overthink the digital product. But I told you how to um, fast track past that. So you don't want to spend time thinking about your digital product forever and ever. You want to get a PLR product that's already done for you, so you can get up and running quickly. Because this shouldn't take you more than a day. It shouldn't take you more than a day to find the product, rebrand that product on Canva, print it out. Download it, and then find whatever place you want to put it on, stand store system, and then get that done. All of this should take you tops 1 to 2 days. Because once that's done, the next step is we got to create content, because we need people to find us. Okay, we need people to find us. We need people to know that, hey, we have something that can help you solve your problem or get that desired goal. Okay, that is the next step. Once we've got our product, we've uploaded our product, we now have a link. We're going to take the link either from Stand Store System, depending on what you want. That link, we're going to put it in our bio on whatever social media platforms. So if you're on TikTok, you're going to put it up there. If you're on Instagram, you're going to put it up there. If you're on YouTube, you're going to put it in the description, and even in their little thingy. If you're on Facebook, the same thing. In your bio, you are going to put the link to this product that you've now downloaded. Okay, to this product that you've now created a small sales page for, and we've priced it at $37. Once we put the link there, okay. Once we have the link there, hello guys in TikTok line, thank you for joining, thank you for following. Okay, once you have the link, the next step is we have to create content, because content is what gets the right people to you. So let's use the example that we've been using right now. Okay, we've been using the example around pregnancy, right? Because like I said, that's where I am right now. If you want to create content, you're like, what do I create? I always say these are the three things that you want to, the three pillars, content pillars that you want to focus on once you create your new social media platform. Because if you're trying to sell a pregnancy guide that has trackers and all this information and things that can help someone who's, let's say, pregnant, you're going to want to speak to people who are pregnant, because a man isn't going to be interested in it. He's like, this has nothing to do with me. You want to cultivate, meaning you have to bring into your social media world, your account, the types of people who are actually going to buy from you. So everything I'm going to create in my content is going to be around, for this example, pregnancy, right? So I'm going to educate people around pregnancy. I'm going to talk about my story about being pregnant and how this helped me. I'm going to talk about the results of how this can help you have a better understanding of what to expect for pregnancy and be better prepared for pregnancy and, for labor and all the things, and make sure you're on track with what you need to have in order to have a healthy pregnancy and a healthy delivery. So that's what my content is going to be about, because that's what I'm trying to sell to people. That's what I'm trying to get people to make the decision around. Okay, does that make sense? Is that tracking? If it is, let me know in the comment section. If this makes sense, let me know in the comment section. But if you get stopped, right, you're just like, okay, I get this, but I'm not sure, how do I create content that's going to bring the right people? You go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is free, my friends. It's free, and it will give you a ton of ideas. Heck, you can even write your whole content for you, depending on the prompts you use, that's going to help you to be able to do this effectively. So I went to ChatGPT and I said, hey, I created a guide for pregnant women, and I need you to come up with 10 content ideas that I can use to promote my pregnancy guide that's going to share, different things about pregnancy, postpartum, nutrition, health, delivery, all the things. And guess what? ChatGPT said to me, it gave me 10. I could ask for more. I could say, give me 30. So I have 30 pieces of content for 30 days of the month. And then I can ask it for 60 and 90 and so on and so forth. I can ask it for B-roll, which is the text on screen. I can ask it for scripts, meaning like talking videos, or I can talk about stuff. I can ask it for all my content ideas for the next month. We live in an age, in a world where literally AI, ChatGPT can do a lot of stuff for you. You just gotta, tweak it a little bit. Got it? We track it. We got it. That's it. So once you do that, here's what ChatGPT gave me. It said, here are some content ideas that I can share around this. And so I can say what I wish I knew about getting pregnant, right? And I can share my story and say, hey, it gave me even a hook. No one told me this would happen when I got pregnant. Ooh, that's interesting. You're going to be like, what? What didn't someone tell you? This is another one. Hold on. My thing froze for a minute. Give me a second, guys. Nutrition, pregnancy nutrition, myths debunked. You don't actually have to eat for two. Here's what to focus on instead. Right? Because we all have this belief, if you've ever had kids or you're pregnant, that you have to eat for two, right? You have to eat more. And it's trying to tell you, well, no, you don't. There's actually, other things, okay? Another one, daily energy boosting. Hook is pregnant and tired 24/7. Here are 5 foods that save my energy and my sanity. And it can keep going. I didn't make this up. You guys can see this. This is all ChatGPT. ChatGPT literally wrote for me title and hooks that I can use to create content around my guide. So when I create content around my guide, this is going to hook the right people in, the women who are pregnant, who want to learn more. And I go, hey, after I create my content, at the end of each of my content, I'm going to have a call to action that says, if you want to learn more, if you want to have this result or whatever it may be, if you want to learn the 10 foods that you can or can't eat as pregnant, blah blah blah, or how to do postpartum care, go to the link in my bio, right? Go to my bio, there's a link there, and go purchase my guide. And some people will go there, they'll look it over, and they'll say, cool, I want this because I want that result, or I want to learn more. That's how you do it, my friends. That is how you do it. And then you just repeat the process every day. And as you repeat the process, you'll have more people who come to your account. They'll watch your videos. And those who are ready will just go to that bio, click that link, and make a purchase. And you've made a sale. And you keep repeating it until you hit 1K, until you hit 3K, 5K, 10K, and the process goes on. That is what people are doing online to make money, y'all. I promise you, it's not complicated. And if anything, I'm giving you guys a cheat sheet too, because you're not even creating yours from scratch. There's a lot of people creating from scratch, right? And they're flopping, they're failing, they're struggling because they're like, I don't even know. They get so caught up in creating from scratch that they don't even move forward with going online and sharing it because they're like, I don't know if it's good enough or blah blah blah. We ain't got time for that. Just move through, get something that you know is already proven to sell, rebrand that thing, show up on social media with the content that's already been created for you by ChatGPT, and just keep reposting over and over and over again. And then you look at your analytics. What are the ones that are getting great engagement, that are getting good views? It means people are interested in this topic. Once you figure out what topic that is that people are interested in around your niche, whatever it is you want to talk about, you just go to ChatGPT and say, hey, this is what people are really interested around when it comes to this. Give me like 20 more posts around it, 20 more angles or ways to talk about it. Now ChatGPT gives you all of that and you just recreate it. And again, you post and post until you get more people. More people go to your link in bio. More people purchase from you. End of story. Super, super simple, my friends. Super simple, super doable. Okay? So I hope that was insightful for you guys because, like I said, posting content is not hard. Selling digital products is not hard. And it's the simplest thing. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need a degree. You don't need experience. You don't need a huge following. I literally debunked all of that just now with this video. Don't need a degree. I don't have a degree in pregnancy. I know nothing about it other than I'm pregnant. Like, that's it. And I've been pregnant. I have a little bit of experience in it. You should have some experience in what you're talking about. I have experience in it because I'm currently pregnant and I have 3 other kids. But I don't have a degree in pregnancy. I didn't study it. If I was to start this, I'd have to start from scratch because I don't have a following that is specific to women who are pregnant. So I'd have to start from scratch so I can attract the right people to my page. So you don't need a huge following. It's good to start from zero. Okay? You don't need fancy tech skills because, like I said, you can use Stand Store, which is super simple. You can Google how to set up a Stand Store. You can have that up and ready for you in like 2-3 hours. Even the same thing with System.io. You don't even need a fancy funnel. You don't have to pay all these, huge amounts of fees. Nothing. You just System is super easy to set up, upload it, and be done with it as well. There's a couple. You can go and Google how to do that. If not, I can create a video. Not hard, guys. This is simple. Have that up and ready to go, and then you just create content, and you literally just ask ChatGPT to create the content for you, and then you tweak it and you watch it and you analyze it, and if there's any things that's really popping off, you're getting going really viral with certain things, you go and recreate that over and over again so you get more people. The more people you get, the more money you make. It's that simple. Okay? Now, if you want to learn how to do all this, right? If you want to know step by step by step, literally almost like what I'm showing you here, but get my eyes on your product, on your content, just having that feedback, which is really important when you're creating this. If you really want to be able to make real life-changing income, because I'm not saying this isn't life-changing, I'm just saying if you're thinking about $37, yes, can it be life-changing? Of course. But if you're talking long-term making, if you have really big goals and dreams to make like 10K and above more, then let me tell you about the program that I promote. Okay. And I'll tell you about it because it's not different from what I'm sharing with you right now. Because the program I promote is a digital marketing program course. Not even a course. Let me stop saying that. It's a digital marketing class. And basically, what it's doing is it's teaching you these skills. Like everything I just showed you is going to teach you how to create content through attraction marketing to bring the right people to you, how to create your own digital products if you desire to finally go and create your own. It teaches you how to become an affiliate, meaning promote other people's digital products. So another way that you can create income from your, let's say, guide that we just talked about is you can put links in that guide to other companies that will give you a certain percentage. So let's say we go with the example of the pregnancy guide, right? Let's say we decide to go that way. If we use that pregnancy guide, I could find, I don't know, courses that go deeper into pregnancy. I could find maternity wear, right? Like maybe the maternity belt stuff, lotions, breast stuff, for when, lactating, all that. So I could find all those things and have links to different things, let's say from Amazon or different companies in my guide. And anytime someone, let's say, purchases one of those things from that link, guys, guess what? I'm making a commission on top of selling the guide. Win-win. I'm making income 2 times in 2 different ways. Okay? But you don't know this. These are things that you have to know because you've gotten trained on it, because you've learned about it, because that option has been brought to your attention. You won't know this just by watching free YouTube videos. You won't know this as in depth or how to do it successfully just by, Googling stuff. You got to know this because you have someone who's in your back pocket showing you step by step exactly what to do. Okay? So the program that I promote, and if you are in TikTok, go here. You can go and see a website, wealthymomceo.com. It is in my bio. You can go there and learn more. If you're here with me on YouTube, just go to the description. I put it there. It's called the Freedom Formula Blueprint, y'all. It's going to show you exactly how to have $900 days, y'all. $900 days selling done for you digital products. Because if you're paying attention, what I shared with you just now is a done for you. PLR means private label rights, but it's still a digital product that you didn't have to create. You get to skip the line, so to speak, right? The fast pass by having something that someone else has already done for you that you know is already going to sell. You're just going to get there in front of everybody else, and you're going to go about your day, and you're going to make money. So I'm going to show you one that can make you a lot of money quickly. Again, there's nothing wrong with a $27 or $37 product. I have some of those. But if you want to jump the line and really get ahead very quickly, 900 is going to move you a lot faster than a $37 product, okay? So here's what I want to talk to you guys about is I promote something called the Legacy Builder. It is one of 4 programs, okay? And basically what it does is it teaches you everything digital marketing. It teaches you everything that you're going to need to be successful as a digital marketer. And you may be like, why do I want to do that? Because everything you see online, whether it's TikTok shop, whether it's drop shipping, with all of these things, TikTok shop, affiliate marketing, selling digital products, all these people you see online with the side hustles and all that stuff, all of them are doing some aspect of digital marketing. I'm telling you that right now. I've been in the game for 5 years. They're doing some aspect of digital marketing. That's how they are monetizing their social media. All digital marketing is, guys, is selling things online. That's it. Selling digital things, and it doesn't have to be digital too. You can physical. Amazon does digital marketing because technically they're selling it online, even though the products that they're selling aren't digital, right? Because there's still physical stuff you can see on Amazon. But everything is going digital. And it's the smartest move to make, because if you are selling a guide, a course, a program, those things don't have to be physically sent to you. So you don't have to worry about shipping and handling or inventory or refunds. Those things go directly to your laptop, to your computer. They're downloaded on your phone. Okay? So this digital program that I promote, love it. Because guess what? You have the ability to make 100% profit on $100, $300, $600, $900. Okay? And it's a program that's going to allow you to earn and learn. So I'm gonna pull up my little thingy here. Okay? It's 4 products, 4 digital products. Hello, Six Figure Mimi. Thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate you. 6 products, guys. 4 products, sorry. The Legacy Builder, which is 900, the Digital Mastery, the Passive Daily Blueprint 300, and Launchpad. Okay? This is what it is. Okay, guys? That's what we got. Each one of them is going to teach you skills that's going to help you be able to make money online just utilizing your social media. Just using social media, you'll be able to make income online. Okay? Last year, 2024, March, my mother-in-law moved in with us. She had a lot of health complications. So that meant a lot of hospital visits, tests, appointments, doctor's appointments, all of it. And guys, it's not cheap. Even with insurance, it's a lot of money. And we were a growing family. I have young kids. I have an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 3-year-old. Okay? And so growing a family and having now another person move in with us who has a lot of medical needs required a lot of my time and energy, but also finances, because those tests are not cheap. Hospital bills are not cheap. And my husband works a lot, yes, but we needed to find a way to make extra income that wasn't going to take me away from being present for my kids. So I went looking for something, and that is how I found this blueprint. That is how I found this, guys, because I needed a way to make extra income without sacrificing my time. This is the key, because there's a lot of ways you can make money online, but a lot of them are hustle and bustle, and they require you to work almost, if not more than a job. This does not require that. I only work 2 to 3 hours a day, guys. 2 to 3 hours a day, and I can make anywhere from $100 to $900 with a product that I didn't create, y'all. I did not create this. My millionaire mentor, Michelle O'Neill, is the one who created this, okay? She created it. She's done all the hard part for you. She created the program. She's giving you everything you need, website, all of that done for you. So you don't even need to worry about creating that from scratch either. She takes care of your customers, making sure that they get the education, that they get the mentorship, that they get the support. All the guys, I've been in business 5 years. All the hard part has been done for you by this program. All you got to do is show up, follow the blueprint, implement, and make income. It's really that simple. If you're someone who has little time, right? Maybe you have a 9 to 5, you've got a lot on your plate. Maybe you're a stay-at-home parent, you're busy, you're juggling a million different things, your energy's low. Or maybe you have something else going on, whatever it may be. This is the smartest move you can make, because imagine making $900 working only 2 hours. $900 working 2 hours from your phone. That's it. Guys, this is a digital product. Now I'm going to break it down for you, okay, a little bit. Because you may be like, what is this all about? Let me explain this to you. Let me explain this to you so you get it, okay? And then all you pay, okay, let's start there. Let me explain it for you first. First and foremost, it's an in-demand product. We talked about when you're talking about PLR or creating your own product, you've got to figure out, is this gonna work? Is this something people want? You don't need to figure that out with this product. It is an in-demand product, meaning people want it, because we've made over $27 million in 10 months. Okay? What that tells you is that there's a demand for it. And let's be real, in 2025, there's a demand for more income around the world, because a lot of people are struggling. There's a lot going on. If you're growing a family like I am, that's a lot of more mouths to feed. Groceries are going up, gas prices, everything's going up. So having the ability to be able to, provide extra income, or even make enough that you can retire from your 9 to 5 and be present for your kids. I shared in my yesterday live that was my main goal of like trying to figure this out. When everything happened last year, I was like caught between this place of like, should I go get another job, a part-time job or something in order to make this extra income? But I just couldn't do it, because then that meant me having to give up the little time that I have with my kids to go to a job. And then for the most part, that child would end up having to pay for childcare, because my youngest is 3. She's not old enough to go officially to like school yet for free. She'd have to have some type of, daycare. And I don't want to put her in daycare unless she's ready, nor do I want half of my paycheck going to a daycare. So that's the things you gotta, as a mom, I think about. As a parent, I want to be present for my kids, especially when they're this young. I want to raise my own kids. That's what I'm called to do. That's always I've always wanted to be a mom, and I've always known that I want to raise my kids, especially when they're this young, right? When they get older, they're gonna be teenagers. They're not gonna care about me no more. They're gonna want to be independent, live their life, whatever. That's great. But I want to be present for my kids, and I don't want to have to ask a boss for permission to take care of my kids if one of them is sick, to pick them up if something happens, to go on vacation with my family. I don't want to ask permission. That's not life. If you have to spend your up to 65 until you retire, 65 is not even the retirement age anymore. I think they're trying to push it back. But if you have to spend most of your life, your adult life, when you're healthy, you're strong, you're active, because by 65, y'all, brittle bones, you tired, right? Unless like if I want to spend a good chunk of my time not being present for my kids, like that's just not life. That's not the way we're meant to be. Okay. But the reality of the world is, yes, we got bills to pay. So let's not sugarcoat that. So there's got to be a better way. And in 2025, we have so many options. There are so many better ways. So many better ways. There's no excuse for why you cannot make income from home and raise your babies from home. There isn't. This product is one of the ways you can do that. It's an in-demand product. You make 100% commission. So it's not I love affiliate marketing, don't get me wrong, but most affiliate marketing, most companies will only pay you a very small percentage unless you're doing high ticket. And so you make a couple, $5 here, $7 here, which is okay. But like if you have big goals the way I do, I want to move quickly and fast, and I want to make a lot of money in a short amount of time. Okay. So you make 100, 300, 600, or $900, 100% commission. There's no upline or downline. So you're not sharing it with anybody, right? You're not trying to recruit people, because I don't even know how that works or why that works like this. I'm not trying to recruit anybody. I'm not sharing any of my profits with anybody. It is 100% my money going directly to me. Okay. There are no monthly expenses. It's a one-time payment. So if you do the Legacy Builder, which I highly recommend because that's my most popular program and product, which makes sense, right? Because if you're going to go in, you're going to go all in. You're going to make sure you get the highest so that you have the opportunity to make income, 4 different streams of income from it. So there's no monthly fees. You pay one time. Let's say you go Legacy Builder. That's $900 for the Legacy Builder. $900 for Legacy Builder, guys. And then $39 is just for the website. Guys, that's it. It's a done for you website, a multi-million dollar website. Okay. You get that done for you. You get it one time, you're done. That's it. There's nothing else to it. Okay. There are also payment plans as low as 24, I think, dollars a month in case you want to do that. I did a payment plan to get here. So it's direct to your bank. There's no monthly expenses. You don't get small commissions. It's a done for you business in a box that is proven, because people have made sales. I've made tons of sales with this. Okay. It is a rejection-free business. This is the beauty of this. We're not chasing, bothering family or friends. There's no cold messaging or sales calls. And we use attraction marketing. Remember what I told you, when it comes to your content, you want to bring the right people into your world who have the problem, who desire the thing that you're trying to sell. Because it doesn't become hard work anymore if you're talking to people who are already looking for it, right? I'll give you a good example because I get this all the time. When I first started online, I have so many people in my inbox who were like, "Oh, I'm a weight loss coach, blah blah blah. I have this program, etc." And they be talking about this weight loss stuff, and I'm just like, "But I didn't tell you I was interested in weight loss. I'm not. Why are you sliding into my DM to talk about something that I have no interest in? I didn't raise my hand for it. I didn't comment on any of your stuff. Like, why are you in my DMs? Right? It gets annoying. Probably if you've gotten this, where you have people who are in your DMs, or maybe even like the telemarketers. Yes, we do have a supportive community. Thank you. All right, telemarketers who get on the phone and you're like, why are you bothering me? Like, I didn't tell you I wanted this, right? It's such a gross feeling because at the end of the day, they have no, that they don't care about you, or they have no idea what you're about, because why would you reach out to people to sell them something that they did not tell you they wanted, right? It doesn't make sense. So we don't do any of that. We don't try to convince you to buy something that you never wanted. Instead, we use attraction marketing, which is simple. Create content that's going to speak to the people who want, what you have, and they'll come to you. You don't chase them, you don't follow them, you don't bother them, you don't bribe them, you don't get on calls with them. You just go, hey, listen, I have this amazing product, this digital marketing program that's going to help you monetize social media, make money online from home, working 2 hours a day. Is this something you want? Is this something you're interested in? Those who are interested are going to raise their hand and go, yeah, it is. It's something I'm interested in. They're going to go check out the information. And then when they're ready, they'll buy. Like, this is simple, step by step. That is all it takes. Okay, this isn't something, it's not rocket science, right? If you think about it like this, if you're going through a rough patch in your marriage, right, and you're just like, I gotta find a way, and you happen to scroll on social media and you come upon a class that someone's running, right, a relationship coach is running around how to save your marriage, how to get out of the friend zone in your marriage, how to stop arguing with your partner, how to better communicate, all these things that you're like, oh my goodness, these are things that are frustrating me. If someone scroll as you're scrolling, if that comes up on your screen, guess what? You're gonna pause, you're gonna read it, you're going to show interest in it. You're going to click probably on that button to go to that class because it's something that is of interest to you, because it's something that's going to solve potentially a problem that you have. No one had to go find you and be like, knock, knock, hey, is your marriage in turmoil? Blah, blah, blah. No, you happen to see something that caught your eye because it's relevant to your situation. That's what we're taught. That's what you are taught to do, is create content that speaks to people's situation, so they click in their mind, oh, this is something I want to learn more about because this is something I'm dealing with and I want to find a solution to. That is what it is. So that's attraction marketing. Attraction marketing is just talking about the things that people are going through that's relevant to them, and the right people will hear it and see it, and they'll click and want to learn more. If you have a problem, we all looking for ways to solve our problem. If this looks like a way to solve your problem, you're going to move forward. It's that simple, okay? Right? Like, where I decided to invest was I had a problem. My problem was I need to find a way to make extra income without sacrificing time. I love the idea of making $900 working only 2 hours from my home without having to do all the other stuff that I didn't want to do. I was like, sign me up. Made my first 600. Made my first 600 within 5 days of starting, guys, because I locked in, I got really clear on what I was doing. I watched the trainings and I just started implementing. I took action. I'm an action taker. I'm not a sit back and just watch. I'm very much like, get it going. I'm very much a go-getter. Okay? So I saw it. I was like, okay, this is what I want to work on. I know this is going to work for me. And I took action. And I made my first, like I said, 600 sale within 5 days of starting. It's that simple. Okay? And it's because they teach you attraction marketing to speak to the people who want it. And there's tons of people who want this product, right? Think about it. No one's going to tell you no to making more income online. Nobody. Some people may take more time and be more risk averse, because of course it is still very new to so many people in the world, because there is a lot of SCAM going on in the world. I'm not going to lie. There is, especially in the online space. It's not regulated. So of course people are more cautious. However, if you can get to know people, people get to know you. If you can show them, real results and things like that, of course people are gonna be like, oh, this is awesome. I want to know more. If it makes sense for them. This is not a hard sell. I promise you guys this. This is not hard for me to sell, because this is something billions of people are looking for. Everyone is looking for a way to make extra income. People are looking for ways to get out of their toxic 9 to 5 that they can't stand. There are plenty of parents who want to be able to stay home with their kids and make good income, and not have to go to a 9 to 5, and not have to ask a job, a boss for permission, and not have to do all the things that a traditional business requires. Right? They don't want to start a traditional business. That's a lot of work, by the way, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot of work, a lot of capital, a lot of work, a lot of energy, and a lot of time. They want something quick, simple, and easy that allows them to stay home, make good income, provide for their family, and spend time with their family. We all want. That's what I want for sure. Freedom of time and finances and location. Okay. So that's what this gives you. And with that being said, it's a global business. You're not located in one space. You're not locked into one area. You can work this business from anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter. You can work this business from anywhere in the world, y'all. Anywhere in the world. I have customers from New Zealand, from Jamaica, from Canada, from United States, from South Africa, from Nigeria. I have customers from all over the world. There is no limitation. I don't have location barriers. As long as you have a phone and Wi-Fi, you can make this work, okay? And that's the beauty of this, is I'm not, you're not limited to wherever you're located or to a certain country. The world is your oyster, literally. And that's how you can make thousands, because there's thousands and hundreds of millions of people looking for something like this. So it's a no-brainer, okay? Let me give you the best part of this program that I really, really, my favorite. It's an automated business. So what does that mean, okay? If you most businesses have a website. So most people know what a website is, right? So a website, by the way, if you were to get a website designer and coder, and someone to really set up a true website, that's going to cost you thousands, at least 3,000, if not more, to have that done for you. The beauty of this program is you don't have to do anything with that. No tech skills needed, no coding needed, no website designer needed. They give you the website, okay? They give you a done for you, fully automated, meaning ready to go website. Okay, this is my website. This is the first part of my website where you log in. This is my first part of my website that's given to you. Completely done for you. Okay. This is the next part of the website because it's a funnel. Okay. The next part of the website. This is it. It gives you all the products. See all this? This is it. It's a beautifully put together, beautiful system. All of it done for you. Okay. It is your website. All you do is tweak it, add your name, add your little bio about yourself, and that's it. Everything else is done for you. All you got to do is take that website, put it in your bio, and that's where you send people to. Okay? Take that website, put it in your bio, and that's where you send people to. They give you the website, and they give you emails that are done for you too. And guess what? That's important. It's important that the emails are done for you because then you don't have to create emails, because those emails are what's going to nurture people who come into your through your lead page for 30 days or more. Okay? Some people may come in and are not ready to buy yet. They need more time to learn more about you. They need more time to understand what this is about. That's fine. Guess what? You get to hear my 3-year-old. See, I'm home with it. She's home with me today, so she's just chilling. You have people who are not ready to buy yet, but once you collect their email through your funnel, right? They give this to you. Now you can email these people every single day, once a day. Nothing crazy. We're not spamming them. And we're just sharing more about the product. We're answering questions, right? Because people are going to have questions. They're going to have concerns. They're going to have, I need clarity around what this is. So you get to be able to create content that's going to share more about it. You're going to talk about your story. You're going to educate them on exactly what this is. Maybe they don't know what is a digital product or what is digital marketing. What is this all about? You get to share all those things through your emails, and they give that to you. So you don't even have to create it from scratch. All you got to do is tweak it. Okay. So you don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need to create a website or any of that stuff. That stuff's already done for you. And that is the beauty of it. The automations works for you 24/7 because it's all automated. It's already done. So I could be making sales while I'm at the park with my kids. I can be making sales while I'm making breakfast with my kids. I can be making sales when I'm at the grocery store. You get it? I wake up in the next day and there's a sale, a Stripe notification. I made another sale. I didn't talk to anybody physically. I didn't do anything. I was sleeping. But because my automated machine is working for me 24/7, it's, nurturing my leads, the people who are interested in this. People are eventually going to read an email that's going to speak to them, and they're going to say, yeah, I'm ready to go. And they're going to invest. Okay? That's how that works. And you get access to that, okay? The next thing that I want to really talk about is, this is not just a digital product for the sake of a digital product. This is earn and learn. So Forbes has projected that digital marketing will be worth 1.5 trillion by 2030. Y'all, come on now. You want to get on top of this. You want to be on this. You want to be part of this. 1.5 trillion. Do not get left behind. Do not get left behind. There's no need for it. There's plenty for everybody. 1.5 trillion, y'all. And this skill set is something that you will have forever. That's the difference, right? This is not, people think, oh, the biggest asset is, oh, I got this Louis Vuitton bag or this cute little car, or those things depreciate, those things get lost, stolen, broken, like who cares? Inflation happens, like it doesn't have the same value, but guess what? It never devalues itself, your brain. Investing in yourself is the best thing you can do for yourself, because once you have that knowledge, it's there, right? Once you learn something, you can never unlearn it. It's there in your brain. So the knowledge that you acquired is now going to be used to create 6 and 7 figures for yourself. That's a no-brainer. The knowledge you have now acquired is now going to help you to create 6 figures, 7 figures for yourself. And then you pass down that knowledge to your kids, and they now have the ability to acquire more wealth. That's how you create generational wealth. Is the knowledge you're using can now help you to create multiple streams of income. It can help you to create your own digital product, become an affiliate, do your own coaching program, acquire assets, real estate, stocks, whatever. But now you have a mentality of understanding how it all works and how it all comes together and how you can use the online space to do that. That's the important part, okay? Because once you do that, like, that can't be taken from you. 1.5 trillion, guys. If you were to go to school and get a degree for this, it'd be anywhere from 4 to 20K a year. You don't need to go to school for this, y'all. You grab one of these programs that I've told you about, the 100, 300, 600, 900. You have lifetime access to it, so you never lose access to it. It's not like a school, right? Once you finish the quarter, you're done, or the semester, it's over. Now you gotta pay again tuition in order to go back, right? There's none of that. So you don't even need to go to school to do this. It's something you can learn at your own pace, at your own time. You have lifetime access to it, and you're going to learn social media marketing skills, branding, email marketing, affiliate marketing. These may not make sense to you, but I promise if you join in, it will. How to create and launch your own digital products, how to create recurring income, build a community that you can monetize. So many different ways that you can make money online. There's so many different ways, right? It teaches you all of that. It gives you access to that knowledge, to the ability to do that, which is incredible. Okay? So you earn and you learn. So you're not just learning, you're actually earning. You will never be able to do that in college. There's no college where you're going to earn and learn. Let's be real. In college, what they got you doing? They got you taking out loan upon loan upon loan until you're in debt for forever. There's none of that here. You're actually going to be making profit while you're learning a skill that's then going to help you to make 6 to 7 figures. Okay? That's a steal. That's just a no-brainer. And then I want you to understand that this is a 2-hour workday. This is one of the things that I love about this, is truly because all the major parts are done for you. You don't have to spend time creating the product. It's already done for you. You don't have to spend time trying to, create a website and do all that. That's already done for you. You don't have to spend time, with customer service and refunds and all of this stuff. And even if you're coaching clients, you don't have to do any of that. All of that's taken care of by my millionaire mentor, by her company. They take care of all that. Your job is super simple. Post content, create content, guys. Make money. Really, post content, make money. And you can copy, paste, and post this content because she gives you tons of hooks. She gives you tons of content ideas that you can just take and run with it to make money. Y'all, it's the simplest business model. It's not rocket science. I promise you, it's so simple, guys. What I do in my 2-hour workday is I post 2 to 3 pieces of content. I can go to my TikTok, my Instagram, and Facebook and see it. I create 2 to 3 pieces of content, which usually takes me about 30 minutes tops, right? Here's the thing. When you first get started, it may take you about an hour. I'll be honest, because if you're not used to creating content, if you're not used to, putting things out there, especially from a perspective of attraction marketing, if you're not used to that, yeah, that's going to be a new skill set for you. If you're not used to that, but y'all understand this: once you get really comfortable, 20 to 30 minutes, you are able to bang them out. There's not that much. It's not that hard, actually. It gets really simple. So I create 2 to 3 pieces of content that takes me about 30 minutes. I'll go live, which is not a necessary requirement. You don't have to go live, but it does help you boost yourself in the algorithm. It also helps you create that connection with your audience a lot faster, because now you can answer questions live. You can do a lot of things live, okay? You go live anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes. That's really up to you what makes sense. Mind you, by the way, you don't have to show your face if you don't want to, okay? You can do this completely faceless. We have people who do this faceless. So what that means is if you don't want to show your face, you can go live. You can create content where you never show your face. You use stock videos and stock pictures. If you decide to go live, you can cover your face. I have someone, she usually has like a veil over her face or something. She still goes live and just talks, okay? And then the last 30 minutes for me, I just respond to comments and DMs and emails, right? Because I want to follow up with people who have expressed interest, who have questions. So I'll usually get a couple of DMs from people, I'll get a couple comments from people, and I'll get a couple emails from people who are, who have questions about this business, who want to know more, who are like, okay, let me better understand this. Okay? So that's all you gotta do. Okay? That's all your 2 hour workday is. And you don't have to do these 2 hours consecutively because I know some of you have jobs, a 9 to 5, or maybe you're busy mama like me. You got a lot of stuff on your plate. Whatever your situation is, you can do these in 30-minute blocks. You could do some 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the afternoon, 30 minutes during nap time, 30 minutes in the evening. It's really up to whatever your schedule allows for. Just go, figure out what makes sense for you, and then that's it. Then you can enjoy the rest of your day. You can let the automations, meaning the emails and the website, do its work for you while you make sales. And then the last piece I want to talk about is the benefits. So it's not just a course. Like I said, I don't call it a course because I don't think that adequately expresses exactly what it is. Because a course is just something you sit, you watch on a computer screen. There's no interaction. There's no ability to ask questions and get feedback. It's just there, and it can only take you so far, right? Like there's only so far you can go with a course. That's the honest truth. I'm a big believer in like courses are helpful and they're good for certain things, but if you really want to create life-changing income, you're going to need support. You're going to need mentorship. You're going to need coaching. You're going to need those things because at the end of the day, you don't know what you don't know. You want the feedback from someone who can look at what you're doing and help you course correct if you get stuck somewhere. And so that's important. Okay, so the beauty of this program is you get lifetime access to mentors who are 6 and 7 figure earners. Guys, if you desire 6 or 7 figures in your life, so you don't have to worry about bills and debt, and if you can take vacation, or you don't have to worry about a job anymore. If you desire that in your life, you got to get into spaces and rooms with people who are creating that already, or who have created that, because they're going to share their knowledge, their tips, their tricks, their hacks with you, and you just take notes and implement. You take notes and you go and implement what they're doing so that you too can have the same results. It's that simple. Success leaves clues. Have you ever heard that? If you have, put it in the comment. Give me a 1. Success leaves clues. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to come up with something brilliant and brand new. No, most people in the world are not coming up with anything genius. I promise y'all that. They're just copying what worked. They looked at it, they go, that works for you? Tell me what you did? Cool, got it. And they just go and replicate it. That's all it is. So be in spaces, and that's the beauty of this program, is you get to be in mentorship with these people who have made these, significant financial gains in their life. Maybe you don't desire 7 figures. That's fine. Maybe you don't even desire 6 figures. You're like, I just want to be comfortable. Again, regardless, be in spaces with people who have created that freedom for themselves, where they're not locked into a 9 to 5, because it will change your perspective and your life and the way you go about doing things. So you get these daily trainings. We get at least 3 coaching calls a week. So you want to be part of that. You get a community of over 54,000 people and growing. Okay. And that's for support, because some days you'll get stuck. Some days you'll feel some type of way. Some days you're like, I don't get it. Or my family doesn't understand, or my friends don't understand what I'm doing, because it is lonely. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody, y'all. It's not. And it's not easy either, because I'd be lying if I said it is. But it's not hard. It gets to be simple, but it gets simpler when you have other people who can support you, who understand what you're going through, who are on the same journey as you, because they get it. So that's the beauty of having a community, is you get to support. You get people who understand what it is that you're going through and who can work with you, who can support you, because we're very supportive. It's a very supportive community, y'all. They take care of their own. I love that part about it. They make sure you're good. If you have questions, people are always willing to help you, to answer, to support you, they're not going to find that anywhere else. I promise you. Most people are looking out for themselves and their own, goals. They don't care about what you're going through. If anything, they want you not to get ahead because they don't want competition. But in this situation, no one's competing. We're all trying to help each other grow because we understand that there's abundance. There's plenty for everyone. Stop, girl. Sorry, see my 3-year-old. No, you're gonna hurt yourself. Stop doing that. You're gonna hurt yourself. Don't do that. No, leave it there. I know it's there, baby girl. Okay. Guys, see, that's the beauty of this. I get to work from home, make money, and watch my 3-year-old. She doesn't like bump herself. All right, so we're there. Okay, now let's talk about goals, right? Maybe 10K. Maybe 10K is yours, right? You're like, how do I get there? It's really simple, right? If you're like me and you want to move fast, this is for those of you who want to move fast. So if you don't want to move fast, you're like, I'll take the slow route. I'm okay with $37, which again, nothing wrong there, but that's a slow route because you then need a huge following in order to be able to get to your goals faster. But let's say you're ambitious like me and you're like 10K. Okay, here, I want you to see the math right there. I want to help you see the math too. Oh, hold on. Let me do this. I realized that I did not flip this, guys. So give me a second. I'm going to go into my, sorry, I gotta go to TikTok and mirror my video so you guys can see it. Sorry. There you go. So I can see it. All right. So I want to tell you what it says here. It says if you have 12 customers at the 900, which is our legacy, you see that? 12 customers at 900, that's 10,800. All you need is 12 people. Guess what? That's 3 buyers a week. That's 3 people who say yes to you a week. Can you get 3 people to say yes to you a week? In the beginning, it may seem a little, it will take time. You have to build momentum because people need to know, like, and trust you to buy from you. But it's definitely doable. All right. And let's say we have a 10% conversion rate, which we do with this website. That's 4 people, meaning 4 people a day who are putting in their email into your thingy, who are leads, okay, who have expressed interest. Now, let's say you decide digital mastery. Let's go to the 600 product. Those are the 2 that I like to share most of. You only need 17 customers at the 600 in order to hit the 10K mark. Sorry. Let's see that. That's 4.25 buyers per week. Now, obviously, a human is not 25, but what it basically means is there's 4 weeks in a month, right? 4 weeks in a month, my friends. That means you only need 4, 8, 12, and then the last week you have 5, right? So that's 17 people in a month. If you want to hit that, 10K, that's it. 17 people, doable. Like I said, the more momentum you build, the faster. But let's say you're just like, that 10 feels very much like a stretch. So let's work on 5K, guys. Let's work on 5K. If we want to do 5K, let's talk about the legacy builder. We only need 6 customers at 900 at the legacy builder. 6 customers to buy the legacy builder, which is, again, our most popular program because people want all of it. They want to learn everything. They want access to the 4 streams of income. That's 5,400. That's it. Okay? That's it. Meaning you only need 1.5 buyers per week. Again, a human being isn't 1.5, right? You only need 6 customers. There are 4 weeks in a month, right? We can agree to that. That means you only need 1, 2, 3, and then the last week would be either 3 customers, or you go 2, 4, and then 1 customer 1 week, another customer another week. 6. You guys see what I'm saying? 2, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 customers within a span of 4 weeks. And you've already made 5K. More than 5K, actually. Just on a legacy builder. Can you get 6 customers? Yeah, that's not hard. When all you're doing is posting and showing up live and connecting to people and sharing with people what's possible, yeah, it's doable. All right, let's say the digital mastery. Maybe your goal is, the 5K with digital mastery. Okay, for that one, you need 9 customers. So every week you're getting, again, 4 weeks. Every week you're getting 2, 4, 6, and then the last week maybe 3. Or maybe you're starting off with 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, right? Do you understand? Whatever it may be. Obviously, we cannot predict who buys when they buy, but we do know that this is the numbers. And if you're like me, I'm very analytical. When you know your numbers, it makes things easier. So I know that I need to have at least 2 to 3 buyers per week with the digital mastery. in order to make 9 customers in a month to get 5K, if not more, a little more than 5K. I know that I only need 6 customers in a month when it comes buying the legacy builder in order to make a little bit more than 5K. That's it. Here's the math, guys. I have the math for you guys right here. Right here. That's the math. Y'all, you see the math? Did all the math. Because I'm a very much an analytical person. So it helps me be able to understand. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm coming, big girl. Okay. Sit. Let me get there. So this helps me to understand exactly what it is that I need to do on a daily basis, the numbers I need to meet in order to make sure that I'm making income every month. All right? It helps me to know how much I gotta go live, or how many content pieces I need to do, or maybe how to change up my content pieces to speak deeper to people. That's it. It is so simple, y'all. So that, like I said, I just explained everything to you. If you have any questions, go. Here's what you're gonna do. If you're on TikTok right here, go click on my name right there. Go to the bio. You're going to see a website, wealthymomceo.com. Go check that out. If you're with me, watching me on YouTube here, go to the description. It's there. Click on it. Put in your details. If you're going to get a free training and a free guide that's literally going to walk you step by step exactly what this is, what to do. Take your time, go through it, check it out. If you're interested in, learning more, keep reading through it. I'm going to send you a couple emails, one a day, so that you can get better understanding of what this is. You can always join me live. You can reply back to that email if you do have any questions. I'm more than happy to help and to answer your questions. If it's the right fit, you move forward. If it's not, unsubscribe. No foul, no harm, no foul, right? There's no one's keeping you stuck on this email list if you don't want to, but it doesn't hurt to check it out. See if it's something that you'd be interested in, something that could help you, that can actually change your life the way it has helped me change my life, and be able to stay home with, the one you just saw head pop out here, while making income from home, okay? So y'all, I've done way past the time I anticipated, but this was fun. I truly enjoy going live. I truly enjoy, being here with you guys and sharing this with you. I hope sharing with you how you can make income in the beginning really quickly helped. Because if that's something you want to learn, I give for free. I do free trainings. I do free strategy sessions. I do 2 coaching calls a week with my customers. Okay. If that's something you're interested in, go to that link. Like I said, Wealthy Mom CEO. Check it out. Learn more about it. Join. You have the 100, the 300, the 600, 900. It doesn't matter whichever one makes the most sense for you financially. Again, I highly recommend the 900 because it gives you access to everything and all the ways to monetize social media, which at this point is a no-brainer. It's a one-time investment that will pay you over and over and over and over and over again to 6 figures and beyond. If you are like really someone who is a go-getter, someone who wants that financial freedom, someone who understands and can see how this long-term can create generational wealth, not just for yourself, but for your kids, because that's my goal with this. If that's something you're interested in, if that's something you want to learn more about, just let me know, okay? I'm going to delete that. Just let me know. Okay? Just reach out, email, let me know, and I will answer your questions and get back to you. All right. If you guys have any more questions, well, I'm going to jump off because it's late. And I got to go make lunch for myself and for the kiddo. All right, guys, I'll see you all. What's tomorrow? Saturday? Oh, Saturday. I mean, I show up Saturday. I'll see you all on Monday for sure. I will go live. I try to go live Monday through Friday of the week, but Saturday and Sundays are my rest days. I may do a quick 30-minute live, but it just maybe not. It just depends on how I feel, to be honest with y'all. But yeah, thank you for this. I hope that the training in the beginning was helpful. I hope you have an opportunity to really check this out and see what's possible. And until tomorrow, I will see you. Or well, Monday, I'll see you all. Bye.